Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics edition number 36. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released November 6, 2013, beginning alphabetically with Amazing X-Men number 1. An amazing new era for the X-Men starts here. Ever since Nightcrawler's death in X-Men Messiah Complex, the X-Men have been without their heart and soul. After learning that their friend may not be gone after all, it's up to Wolverine, Storm, Beast, Iceman, Northstar, and Firestar to find and bring back their fan favorite fuzzy blue elf. Superstar artist Ed McGuinness joins Master X-Men writer Jason Aaron of Wolverine and the X-Men and X-Men Schism to bring you the most exciting comic on the stands. Next we've got Captain America number 13, Loose Nuke Part 3. The main event, Captain America vs. Nuke, with the lives of thousands and a nation's future on the line. The Iron Nail rises again. The first appearance of Captain America's newest arch-nemesis is not to be missed. We've also got Captain Marvel number 17, the Carol Court issue. The special oversized issue to end all oversized issues. In the aftermath of Enemy Within, Carol Danvers must rebuild her memories through the eyes of her biggest fan. Find out why this is such a fan-beloved series. Next we've got Cataclysm, the Ultimate's Last Stand number 1 of 5, the biggest Ultimate event yet. Marvel's Galactus versus the Ultimates. Age of Ultron ripped a hole into the Ultimate Universe. Galactus came through, hungry. Is this the last stand of the Ultimate Heroes? We've also got Daredevil Dark Knights number 6 of 8. Matt Murdock is brought to the Caribbean by a client fleeing persecution, and he's got a new partner for the case, the fearless defender herself, Misty Knight. Daredevil legend Jimmy Palmiotti teams with rising star Thony Silas for the latest, greatest Dark Knights event, In the Name of the King. Next we've got Emerald City of Oz number 4 of 5. Bunnies, lots of bunnies, including a king bunny who doesn't want to be a king. Babies in mortal danger, including one baby almost crushed beneath the wheels of Ozma's red wagon, and another baby nearly torn to pieces by tigers and bears. Well, sort of. Then Ozma discovers the gnome army's impending invasion of Oz. Is Ozma too late to save her land from annihilation? Next we've got Fantomex MAX number 2 of 4. Fantomex finds himself at the bottom of the ocean in Antarctica. Vicious villains, kidnapping, and the end of the world. Then someone releases the Kraken. We've also got Iron Man number 18, an all-new arc begins, Iron Metropolitan Part 1. Tony Stark has returned from space with a vision of a better world. Who is his secret ally? What is his secret resource? Who on earth would stop him? The Mandarin is dead. He died at the end of Fraction's run. There's probably a reason why we're mentioning it. We've also got Longshot saves the Marvel Universe number 1 of 4. When someone is targeting the lucky for death, it won't take long before the luckiest X-Man Longshot is in the killer's sights. But things quickly go from bad to worse as the superheroes, villains, all of S.H.I.E.L.D, and even cosmic entities have it out for our boy. Is Longshot finally in over his head, or can he beat the odds and save the Marvel Universe when no one else can? We've also got Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 2 of 5. Spider-Man's got 99 problems, and a race against time is one of them. Spider-Man finds himself thousands of miles above the planet, fighting for his life against some of his greatest foes. We've also got Marvel Universe Hulk Agents of S.M.A.S.H number 2 of 4. Hulk's family of Smashers continues to grow, as does the property damage, based on the hit Disney XD animated show. We've also got Marvel's Captain America, the First Avenger Adaptation number 1 of 2. Get ready for Captain America the Winter Soldier with this awesome adaptation of the First Avengers debut Marvel Studios film. Travel back to the deadly days of World War II as the globe stands on the edge of destruction, and one skinny kid from Brooklyn steps forward to become the Strategic Scientific Reserve's one and only super soldier. Captain America, Bucky, the Howling Commandos, the Red Skull, all of this and more movie magic. Next we have Mighty Avengers number 3, Infinity Tie-In. The Blue Marvel joins the fight, and the Ebony Maw makes his move. A plague of demons is raging through Manhattan, and the only Avenger who can defeat them is Spider Hero? What? Seriously, who is this guy? We've also got Painkiller Jane, The Price of Freedom number 1 of 4. Painkiller Jane is back in action as we follow her on an adrenaline-filled adventure protecting a Saudi Arabian princess on her visit to New York City. It seems a number of people want her dead, and the only thing between them and Her Royal Highness is our gun-toting, out-of-control Painkiller Jane. Also in this issue, a 10-page backup telling you about the origin of Painkiller Jane and her friendship between her best friend Detective Maureen Fernandez. And we've got X-Men Legacy number 19. One of Legion's most troublesome personalities threatens to annihilate an alien species. Sword director Abigail Brand is on the case, but will she be able to work with David to solve the extraterrestrial conundrum? Odd couple adventures ensue as David and Brand team up to stop the destruction before it begins. Out in trades this week, we've got Avengers West Coast Avengers Omnibus Volume 2 hardcover. It's a case of the Wild West Coast Avengers as the wackos are lost in space-time. But to get home, Hawkeye and pals will have to go even further back, to ancient Egypt, and a mind-bending triple crossover with Doctor Strange and the Silver Age Fantastic Four. Meanwhile, Hank Pym faces a very personal crisis, which can only mean one thing: a new costumed identity. Moon Knight grabs a place in the sun, joining the team just in time for a Zodiac attack as two old faces return, one from the grave. But with her marriage at stake, can Mockingbird lay to rest a troubling ghost from her jaunt to the past? Collecting West Coast Avengers number 17 to 41 and Annual number 2 and 3, Avengers Annual number 16, Fantastic Four number 19, and Doctor Strange number 53. Next we've got Daredevil by Frank Miller and Klaus Janson Omnibus hardcover new printing. Frank Miller's spellbinding scripts and pulse-pounding pencils herald one of Daredevil's greatest eras, just in time for the Kingpin and Bullseye's effort to rob the man without fear of everything he holds dear. Featuring the first appearance of Elektra, Stick, and the Hand, the daring discovery that drew Ben Urich into Daredevil's domain of darkness, and such forgotten yet formidable foes as Deathstalker and the Gladiator, guest starring the Hulk, the Avengers, and Power Man and Iron Fist. Collecting Daredevil number 158 to 161 and 163 to 191, and material from What If number 28. We've also got Hawkeye Volume 1 hardcover, the must-read sleeper hit book of 2012. Clint Barton, aka the self-made hero Hawkeye, breakout star of the Avengers film, fights for justice, and good rooftop barbecues. And with young Avenger Kate Bishop by his side, it's double the Hawkeye and double the trouble as they battle Superstorm Sandy, Digital Doomsday, Dog Detectives, Lady Problems, Murder for Money, track-suited killers, and more. It's cars, guns, and videotape as Matt Fraction and David Aja reunite for this exciting adventurous reinvention of the arrowed Avenger. Plus, relive Kate's first meeting with Clint as she learns wanting something can be miles away from actually earning it. And most important, Pizza Dog gets his own story. Can he solve the grisly murder that shocked Team Hawkeye? Who knows? He's a dog. Collecting Hawkeye number 1 through 11 and Young Avengers Presents number 6. Next, we have Marvel First, the 1980s Volume 1 trade paperback. Roll up your jacket sleeves and dust off your Rubik's Cube as Marvel heads back to the 80s. From Alpha Flight to Zabu, heroes old and new grab the spotlight in their own titles in this classic collection of the decade's most dazzling debuts. All your favorites are here, including Dominic Fortune, Captain Universe, The New Mutants, plus Marvel's first event miniseries. Collects materials from Hulk number 21, Marvel Spotlight number 9, Dazzler number 1, material from Khazar the Savage number 11, Marvel Superhero Contest of Champions number 1, Hercules number 1, Wolverine number 1, Vision and the Scarlet Witch number 1, Marvel Graphic Novels number 4, Saga of Crystar Crystal Warrior number 1, Alpha Flight number 1, Hawkeye number 1, Cloak and Dagger number 1, Falcon number 1, Magic number 1, Jack of Hearts number 1, and Power Pack number 1. We've also got Marvel's Thor, The Dark World, The Art of the Movie Slipcase hardcover. Continuing their popular Art of series, the movie tie-in books, Marvel presents its latest blockbuster achievement, featuring exclusive concept artwork, behind-the-scenes photographs, production stills, and in-depth interviews with the cast and crew. The Art of Thor, The Dark World provides an insider's look into the making of the highly anticipated film, directed by Alan Taylor and starring Chris Hemsworth. Next, we have Oz Road to Oz trade paperback. When your name is Dorothy Gale, all roads lead to Oz. So when Dorothy helps a stranger with directions, she suddenly finds herself on yet another magical and enchanted journey. This time, the Shaggy Man and his handy-dandy love magnet will accompany Dorothy. Button Bright, the wisest little boy who don't know anything, will come along too. They're all on the road to Oz. But can they get there in time for Princess Ozma's birthday gala? And will this finally be the time Dorothy doesn't make it back to Kansas? Find out in Marvel Comics' 5th amazing series adapting the L. Frank Baum classics. Collecting Road to Oz number 1 through 6. Next we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. Origins trade paperback. Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are coming to ABC this fall. Get in on the espionage action with the collection of modern classics. Thrill to the formative appearance of Agent Phil Coulson and Nick Fury Jr. and learn how Fury followed in his famous father's footsteps. See S.H.I.E.L.D. recruit the Avengers, Hawkeye, and Black Widow for an undercover team so secret even they can't know about it. When the superior Spider-Man comes on board the helicarrier, will Fury, Coulson, and Maria Hill learn that he's hiding a secret of his own? Plus the classic first appearance of S.H.I.E.L.D. Collecting Battle Scars number 6, Secret Avengers number 1, Avenging Spider-Man number 20 and 21, and material from Strange Tales number 135. We also have Thanos Redemption trade paperback. After decades of malevolent misdeeds and vile villainy, could the Mad Titan be attempting to redeem himself? Scorned by his paramour Death and changed by his recent battle with the universe's cosmic powers, Thanos may have just decided to turn over a new leaf. But to make good on his vow, he must face the world devourer Galactus, the all-consuming universal hunger, the unimaginable powerful Beyonder, and the unknown threat of the Fallen One. Most of the universe doubts Thanos' sincerity, but a handful of uneasy allies support him. Adam Warlock, Pip the Troll, Gladiator, and Star-Lord. Witness Thanos' cosmic struggle for repentance, but ask yourself, what dire fate awaits the universe if he fails? Collects Thanos number 1 through 12. And we have Uncanny X-Men Volume 2, Broken hardcover premiere edition, was previously lost in limbo. The all-new, all-revolutionary Uncanny X-Men have barely had time to find their footing as a team before they must face the evil Dormammu. Can magic match the Demon Lord's sorcery? Is she even on the X-Men side anymore? Discover the secrets magic has been hiding since AVX. Then school is in session. The Uncanny X-Men have seen what can happen with no control over their powers. It cannot happen again. One mutant learns that once you leave the X-Men, the real world can be a punishing place. Another learns just what it means to be an X-Man. But what exactly are they being trained for? Plus, Cyclops and Magneto finally have it out, and which other former ally has signed up with S.H.I.E.L.D. to keep tabs on the X-Men, collecting Uncanny X-Men number 6 through 11. Okay, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr. See everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.